The story begins with an introduction to the dire humanitarian crisis in Somalia. Civil war has ravaged the country, leading to widespread famine and suffering. Warlord Mohammed Farah Aidid has seized control of the capital, Mogadishu, hoarding international food aid and attacking United Nations peacekeepers. In response to this escalating crisis, the United States launches Operation Restore Hope, a mission aimed at capturing Aidid and restoring stability to the region. In October 1993, U.S. Army Rangers and Delta Force operators are stationed at a military base in Mogadishu, preparing for a critical mission. Their objective is to capture two of Aidid's top lieutenants, who are believed to be meeting in a building in the heart of the city. The mission is meticulously planned as a quick, daylight raid, expected to last no more than an hour. On the afternoon of October 3, 1993, the mission commences with helicopters transporting Rangers and Delta Force operators to the target location in Mogadishu. Initially, the operation proceeds as planned. The soldiers quickly secure the building and capture the two lieutenants. However, the situation rapidly deteriorates as armed Somali militia and civilians flood the streets, creating a volatile and hostile environment. The mission takes a disastrous turn when a Black Hawk helicopter, Super 61, piloted by Chief Warrant Officer Cliff Elvis Walcott, is hit by a rocket-propelled grenade, RPG, and crashes into the city. The ground forces, including Eversman's squad, are immediately redirected to secure the crash site and rescue any survivors. The streets of Mogadishu become a deadly battlefield, with U.S. soldiers facing intense gunfire from all directions. As the soldiers move toward the crash site, they encounter fierce resistance. The film captures the chaos and confusion of urban combat, with Rangers and Delta operators fighting their way through narrow streets and alleyways. The intense firefights result in numerous casualties, and several soldiers are killed or wounded. Amidst the relentless violence, the soldiers display remarkable bravery and determination, risking their lives to save their comrades. Back at the base, Major General Garrison and his staff struggle to coordinate reinforcements and medical evacuations. The rescue convoys sent to the crash sites are ambushed, leading to more casualties and further complicating the mission. The narrative highlights the logistical and strategic challenges faced by the commanders, as they attempt to navigate the rapidly evolving and unpredictable battlefield. At the crash site of Super 64, piloted by Mike Durant, the situation becomes increasingly dire. Durant and his crew are surrounded by hostile forces. Delta snipers Sergeant First Class Randy Shughart and Master Sergeant Gary Gordon volunteer to defend the crash site. Despite their valiant efforts, they are overrun and killed by the overwhelming number of Somali fighters, and Durant is captured. As night falls, the situation for the U.S. forces trapped in Mogadishu becomes more desperate. The soldiers dig in and hold their positions, awaiting reinforcements. The film portrays the harrowing experiences of the troops as they endure continuous gunfire and dwindling supplies. The camaraderie and solidarity among the soldiers are evident, as they support each other through the night. In the early hours of October 4th, a combined task force of U.S. Army Rangers, Delta Force operators, and UN troops, including Pakistani and Malaysian forces, mounts a large-scale rescue operation. The rescue convoy faces intense resistance but ultimately reaches the trapped soldiers. After hours of brutal combat, the surviving U.S. forces are extracted and evacuated to safety. The story concludes with a somber reflection on the heavy toll of the battle. 18 American soldiers are killed, more than 70 are wounded, and estimates of Somali casualties range from 500 to 1,000. The final scenes honor the bravery and sacrifice of the soldiers involved, underscoring the complexities and tragedies of modern warfare. The story ends with text epilogues providing updates on key characters, including the eventual release of Mike Durant after 11 days in captivity and the ongoing instability in Somalia. Movie commentary. Black Hawk Down, 2001 is a harrowing and visceral portrayal of modern warfare, capturing the intensity and chaos of the Battle of Mogadishu. Ridley Scott's direction, combined with Mark Bowden's meticulously researched source material, delivers a gripping and realistic depiction of one of the most infamous military engagements of the late 20th century. The narrative excels in its ability to convey the complexity and unpredictability of urban combat. The film's pacing is relentless, immersing the audience in the action from the outset and maintaining tension throughout. The scenes of intense firefights, close-quarters combat, and desperate rescue attempts are expertly choreographed, creating a sense of immediacy and danger. Character development is another strong point, with the film offering a diverse ensemble of soldiers, each bringing their own perspectives and motivations to the mission. Josh Hartnett's portrayal of Staff Sergeant Matt Eversman stands out as he transitions from a novice leader to a battle-hardened survivor. Eric Bana's depiction of Sergeant First Class Norm Houghton provides a stoic and experienced counterbalance, emphasizing the camaraderie and professionalism of the troops. The film's commitment to realism is evident in its attention to detail, from the authentic military tactics and jargon to the accurate representation of the Somali environment. The use of practical effects and real locations adds to the authenticity, making the battle scenes all the more impactful. However, the film has been critiqued for its portrayal of Somali civilians and combatants, often reducing them to faceless antagonists. This lack of nuanced representation can be seen as a missed opportunity to explore the broader context and human impact of the conflict on both sides. Overall, Black Hawk Down 2001 is a powerful and thought-provoking war film that honors the bravery and sacrifice of the soldiers involved in the Battle of Mogadishu. Its intense action sequences, strong performances, and unflinching realism make it a standout entry in the genre, offering a sobering reminder of the costs of war.